Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, looks like an arrow, feels like an arrow, not an arrow. Diadem. Stay tuned. Hey guys, are you learning or are you trying to improve your tennis? Are you taking a 1 hour lesson a week or possibly 2 1-hour lessons a week? But are you playing in between? If you're like me and I tried to learn to play the drums, in a 6-month period, I played the drums 30 minutes every week, only during the lessons. So if you want to accelerate your progress in tennis, get a fast track. Because if you're not practicing in between and you don't have a game, at least you can hit 1,000 forehands and 1,000 backhands. That's what the fast track does. It gets your game going. It gets your muscles memorized. So guys, get your game on the fast track and accelerate the progress that you get from your lessons. Click on the link below and get your tennis on the fast track. All right, guys. So Diadem Axis 100. Check out the kind of a aerodynamic shaft, like almost triangular here to cut through the air. The sharp here, kind of arrowish natured head, 100 square inch head. Check out that width. Interesting. No cortex, which is a great thing. 100, as it says right there. So this particular racket with the strings, and I also put an overgrip on it, is 316 grams total weight. It is 334 millimeters on that balance. And then on that swing weight, it's 323. I kind of like those numbers because I think there's more plow in here. There's more coming through. Interesting. You know I'm not a fan of arrows, and usually I have to put weight on the arrows at 3 and 9 for a good amount of people that buy them because they don't realize how headlight it feels. But let's see what Diadem did with these, or this Axis 100. Stay tuned. All right, Coach Jerod and I just got off the court, and we are very, very puzzled here. This is a what?
It's a Diadem Axis 100 racket.
And it looks like an arrow. It feels like an arrow. It's different colors than an arrow. But what is going on?
Yeah, so I was telling Harry, I've kind of seen this racket just like all over social media because obviously everyone's saying, oh, Diadem's making an arrow. Diadem's making an arrow. Oh, it's like an orange arrow or a dark carbon orangish arrow. And that's kind of all you've been hearing about. So I was like, well, I'm excited to hit this stick because it's had a bunch of hype around it. And I was like, there's no way it can play that well. It did. In my opinion, yes, this looks like an arrow, but it's actually doesn't necessarily play like an arrow. I was getting a lot more plow with the 100 than the pure Aero 100. Like specifically just the Argyle version this year, because I wasn't really the biggest fan of that one. They kind of just changed the feel of it. It feels a little bit stiffer in my opinion. maybe less power compared to the other previous versions in the past.
Yep.
And I just wasn't a big fan of it. My brother also is using the current banana racket, did not like the current Argyle version. This one, off the first ball, guys, I was getting so much pop with this, I was having a hard time controlling it. So the launch angle on the forehand was definitely super high and super loopy. So I actually had to fix my stroke and kind of swing through the ball more. And as soon as I dialed this thing down, I was crushing forehands.
Yes,
at the same time, the backhands was just effortless pop. I mean, I keep that thing flat, doesn't hit with a lot of spin. I don't hit it with a lot of spin. And all I had to do was just point and shoot. All I did was just set the racket there, hit it, and had tons of stability in my opinion. Yeah, the string bed is very lively. I felt like the racket was just stable through every shot. Anytime you get a hard one, it stayed pretty stable. Anytime you got a soft one, it had enough plow through it to kind of just rip through the court. And yeah, for some reason, it feels like it swings quick, but it has enough stability where it feels like you're getting just a lot of action off the racket. And yeah, it's definitely more comfortable in my opinion than the Babolat sticks, just because as everyone knows, Babolat definitely hurts your arm, but this one felt muted, but at the same time, you're getting response.
Exactly.
Very confusing to me, because I can't explain that to you guys. But yeah, I mean, the hype around this stick is definitely real. I was telling Harry, I think Svitolina is using this on the tour, and it kind of explains why she's been using it and is having good success. I just think there's just a lot of good traits about the stick. But overall, I'm thoroughly happy with Diadem because, again, I really haven't tried out a lot of their sticks, and it seems like they've been making some good ones out there. So good stick. Hopefully you guys give this one a shot if you're looking for something other than the mainstream brands.
So did people like it in the social media stuff? Because I don't follow that stuff so much.
I think they did for the most part. I mean, as you know, as most people do, they'd compare this to the Aero. Some people said it was extremely close to the Aero, and some people I think said they actually enjoyed it over the Aero. And in my opinion, if I was hitting these side by side, I'd probably, if these were both blacked out, I would probably pick this one just because I was getting a little bit more plowed than an Aero racket. It just felt more stable in my opinion.
Just one. So here are 3 negatives that I gave Coach Jerod today about this racket, okay? First off, it's confidential at 52. He don't usually like that. That's my string and my tension, okay? It is a Diadem, right? Right? You never know, right? These off brands, you know, they try to do stuff, right? And then there is no head tape on this, so there's no extra tape on it. So 3 negatives on this racket, and he still liked it, okay? So this was actually my second time hitting with this. Yesterday I hit with this, and I was off, like with you, off the first hit. I'm like, what the freaking A is this? Right? I was not expecting the stability.
Yes.
The pop. Like, I literally just swung, and it just, boom, boom, in, deep, launch angle, great. I cut it. It was like my slices were actually really good. I hit through it. I usually can't hit through arrows because it wants to just go up,
not through.
Not through. No, you want to hit through, you'll hit this past somebody. Shocking. Like this, I have to say, is the better arrow. They made it better than the Aero.
I enjoyed this one too, guys. This
yes,
is a good
guys.
racket.
This is better than the Aero. I think Nadal would have won more slams with this sucker.
Both claims from Harry, guys, but it's a good stick. It's still a good stick.
Maybe Nadal's using this sucker.
Who knows? Who knows?
All right. Well, any final words on that one?
No, I would just say if you guys are, again, looking for a spin racket with a little bit more heft than a classic Aero, guys, give this one a shot. This was impressive. I have to give it to Diadem. This is an impressive stick. I enjoyed it.
The weird thing is the stiffness is 64. And so it felt more like 70, 68, right? And you mentioned muted but feel, right? It's interesting because imagine if you hit it right in the sweet spot, you get the perfect amount of feedback. If you hit it off, you get the perfect amount of feedback, but not too negatively though. It's kind of weird. It's like it zeroes you in. It's like funnels you into that sweet spot. It's hard to describe, but until you try it, you will know what we're talking about. So if you're an Aero guy, or even if you're not an Aero guy, this is a good racket.
Just put this in your rotation. If you're demoing rackets, might as well put it in your rotation, guys. This is a good stick. I liked it.
Totally. Thank you for doing the test, Coach Jerod.
Of course.
Where can we find you?
Yeah. You guys can find me on Instagram at Ma Tennis and follow my joint Instagram at KJ Tennis.
All right. Test it out. Seriously. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.